going to these Steubenville conferences is just such a life-changing experience, and I'm never going to forget it for the rest of my life. My first Steubenville conference was 3 years ago, and I really didn't want to go that bad, and I really didn't know what to expect, and I was so happy I went. I was just so more open to anything God had in store for me. Like it was just such an amazing experience knowing that I'm not alone in this fight we fight every day. And from when I went there and to when I came out, I just was so much more open to everything He had to tell me.
I was really nervous to start off for my first experience because I've never really been that close to Christ, and I didn't really know how to react when I first got there. But as soon as I was there, I was fine. It was so much fun. I think the Lord just had His way into my heart. He worked up a spark in me, and I've never felt that close, and it was just an awesome feeling.
First Steubenville conference was just unforgettable, I'd have to say. The encounter with Christ that I had the first trip was unbelievable. It completely changed me as a person. It changed my perspective on pretty much my whole life. My whole life plans changed, priesthood even came into mind, and it was just amazing. Like the joy that was in my heart was amazing. Probably the biggest thing that changed was my lookout on confessions. Before Steubenville, I never really wanted to go to confessions. It was like the scariest moment in all of church. After that moment, I went to the Steubenville conference, and it kind of just felt like I was having a one-on-one with Jesus. Like I was talking to Him. Now, confession, I'm glad to go to confession because I know that I'm able to talk to Jesus.
You should just get closer to Christ because all everybody wants to do is go to heaven. And if you get closer to Christ and you just worship Him and love Him, like it's just a great experience to get to know Him more and get alone time and then group time. It's just great.
I just want to say that it's probably one of the best ideas you've ever had by supporting it, because it changed my life. I know it changed other people's lives around me. It's just in general.
Hi, my name is Chris Paget, and this is a personal invitation to you as parents especially to get your kids involved in the Steubenville Youth Conference that's coming up. We're making this available to young people so that they can have a life-changing experience. And most of you out there can remember what it was like when you were younger and the difficulties that you faced and the obstacles that were there that kept you from really living your faith. And the truth is, we need all the help we can get, especially in this day. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I myself have had the chance to speak at numerous Steubenville conferences over the years, and I've sent my kids to the conferences as well. It's been a big part of our life. And honestly, when you see a kid come and maybe they're a little cynical, sarcastic, and they go through that first night, and all of a sudden those walls start coming down, the masks start taking off, and they begin to have this encounter with Christ and the sacraments and in the music and with the community. It's a pretty profound, awesome thing to witness. And you as the parents get to be the recipients of all of that grace that's pouring into your child's life. And they come back different. They come back different. It's kind of what we want as parents, right? To help our kids to be in a better place than maybe we were when we were younger. Most of us didn't have these kind of events to go to when we were small, but today this is an incredible opportunity, and honestly it's going to be worth every penny. I promise you, you won't regret it. So please get involved. Encourage your kid to go, and they might say, I don't know if I want to go, but I promise you, if you can light a little fire under them to come, it's going to be one of the best things that they'll ever experience this year.
That little donation, that little prayer can stir something in our hearts, can get one extra person to go that could change the entire outlook on that person's life, and just how they look at Jesus, and if they can encounter Jesus, and maybe that person can one day become a priest, do something for the church, or do something amazing because of that.
Going to these Steubenville conferences is just such a life-changing experience, and I'm never going to forget it for the rest of my life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.